Alright, gamers, we're back. We're here in Bruh Town for episode number 2 of Bruh Town. And I forgot how to make this thing go faster. There we go. So, basically in the last episode we started setting up Bruh Town. Our power connecting from over here. And our sewage is in this mountain. Doing its thing. Yeah, so we got a bunch of power sort of set up. It sort of connects in from here. We're going to sort of just see as things begin to build up, which we've done. We got a bunch of zones. This entire area has been zoned with everything residential, commercial, and office spacing. So there's a bunch of stuff really sort of coming in that we can just sort of let it do its thing. And of course, it all will connect together in the grid eventually. As you can see, a bunch of these areas are not connected up with power yet. We can sort of check that by doing this. No, not by doing that. By doing this, and then we can go to city info. Nope. I believe we go to this. But we can actually go to economy. And if we lower taxes, that should help people come to our city a little bit more, I believe. And I think if we put more, we can do a higher budget and everything. That really will help. Now we can also go to policies that make the area a little bit more exciting. Extra installation. So we'll do that. We'll do recreational use. Let everybody pop off with their. So basically, if we change that, you can see the city attractiveness. Does it change? I'm not sure. We'll do more recycling. We'll distribute smoke detectors to everybody. Again, we'll just do tax relief for basically everything. And we're trying to just do whatever we can to get more people to come in. So, give everybody lightning rods. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll automate tolls. So there you go. We'll do that. And again, when it comes to economy, if we just lower the tax, because again, we have infinite money, so it doesn't really matter. We're not working like we have to actually make that money, which is good. So that means we can just go negative as much as we want, but that really incentivizes people to want to come and move here. Like, that's really, like, by adding that stuff is going to just be, like, people are going to want to come live in this place more and more and more than you normally would actually get. So that's kind of our goal with that. Now, when it comes to roads, again, I want to start getting more roads in here, basically. And that's going to help us greatly just increase the amount of basically everything in this town. People and, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's what I like about playing with no money, is that you can just sort of say, you know, whatever. Basically, everybody gets to have a tax cut. And you can just come live in the city. Basically, you are just... I think you only get taxed, what, 6% on your entire thing? So... that sounds pretty nice. So... it's a lot of money you get to keep for yourself. I know lots of times if you're actually doing it, like balancing money, I think you want to go up to like 11%. I think your citizens are okay up to 11%. If you do anything higher than 11, they're like, nah, fam, sorry, and they start moving out. So basically, you got to try to find that balance. Normally, of course, in this, we're just doing it. I'm doing whatever's going to bring in the most citizens at once, basically. So we'll just do this. Create a lot of intersections, which is always good for your city, pretty much. You just have a shit ton of intersections, because that doesn't fuck with traffic at all. Yeah. I mean, something already got abandoned here. I don't know why. But it did. This place doesn't have enough workers. That's a problem in Burra Town. Alright, so this is our extra fancy lake. This is where our meteor strike happened. Okay. Okay, so Breadtown's really looking like it wants to pop off, but we're gonna do something cool. We're gonna do an area that's not necessarily just big cities and wild stuff. We're doing more like just a little neighborhood out here in the middle of the country, the countryside. Of course, this isn't really what it's like to live out in the country, but you know, I'm trying to make it like kind of unique, like just a little neighborhood development. Like, you know, you might like go down a road and there's just a like, you know, I'm thinking something kind of just like this, like and, you know, it's just out here, pretty much. It's just here. Large. Pretty much just this area will be all just little houses. And then sort of on your way there, you'll just have little shops, kind of here. So then obviously we'll bring water to that area, which will be easy enough. And also, like, in the process of bringing water here, we'll also focus on bringing just, you know, your simple things, your other necessities out here. We'll also get electricity start popping off out here, which will be cool. But before we do that, I do want to just bring water to this section pretty much. Which I think is... what we really need. We need to just bring some water to this area. Get that going. Obviously, it's not built up yet. And we don't have zoning in that area yet, but, you know, we will eventually. So, out over here, we're going to need power. Best way to do that, just put a windmill there. I mean, you can be, like, mad that there's a windmill here, but you decided to move in first. You were the first people that decided, yes, I want to move in here. You can then deal with having to have a windmill. I mean, it's the same with the people here. They're going to have to just deal with having a windmill. So we're going to go back to the same services, healthcare now. We're going to start dropping random healthcare facilities within this area to sort of to do a couple things. It's going to get people to want to move in. And it also just helps with the general need for this stuff. So we're going to get our schools there pretty much. We've already done police department. We have not done a fire department yet. So we'll get a couple fire departments kind of just around the area. You know, just a simple thing here and there. And I think we're good, basically, with that. So now we can go in and really think what's going to get people to move to this area. Parks. So I think we'll do a couple tennis courts here and there. Tennis courts will definitely help out. Park with trees. Can I fit park with trees right here? I can. Yes. Park with trees. Oh, we don't have any parks within the city, do we? We really don't, and that's gonna be something that we can use. I think something like a park in this town. Oh boy. And just imagine the hype that that's going to bring to this area. Then people are going to want to move to this area now that there's a park, bro. Really will start to get this area to be nice, be a place we want to live. And also, what the parks do is they also will help start to connect up power within our city. And within this little area, then when people starting to move out, So we can look here at the map. Info view. So this is what I want to see. Kind of want to see how is our power grid connecting. So that's almost connected. Here is connected, and our power grid within this area is fairly connected. The only thing that's not connected are these two little sections. So overall, our power grid is pretty well connected. Now, I think the issue out here is just the amount of power that we're getting in this area isn't brilliant. So we're just going to do this. We're going to come through here and just place down a bunch of these, which will ultimately be how this part of the city will really get its power. Which that will also help view info. So electricity now is not connected into this area. So we're going to need to do something with that. And I think just the best way to do that is, again, just with our little parks here, we're going to set those up. And they should, in theory, be the bridge that powers the entire area. So that's not connected to power now. That should be. That should bridge the gap there. That should then bridge the gap there, which should connect almost everything to power. The only thing that's not connected up is this. And then down here, you guys want to park, so put a park there, and that is going to actually connect in this entire area to power, and it's on the grid. As for this little section here, that park should be what does that. And it does. So now this area is going to start looking kind of as a bunch of little parks within here. That's going to look good. Now, as for trees. This area definitely should have a bunch of trees. I think without it, it just doesn't work. So I think just filling in this area with trees is definitely the way to go. Here for what I'm calling the countryside. Calling this area the countryside. So we're really just going to start seeing this whole area just sort of get filled in with trees. Start to look very, very nice. Indeed, like this area is really, really looking brilliant. And I'm just so excited about like its vibe. and just sort of how it's going to start looking. Of course, some of these trees go away as the buildings come in, but it works because now it's going to sort of fill in the areas. And again, as the houses come, the trees go away a little bit, but it looks super, super nice either way, basically. So, and then we'll do this here just a little bit quickly, so that way some trees form, but not like a crazy amount like we have up there. Because this area is just going to sort of have, you know, some trees. Okay, cool. It's got trees, whatever, but it gets really, really thick out there in the countryside. And again, as houses start to come in here, it's going to fill up and look really nice. But, you know, they're just little houses within the area, and we got little forests or little parks and things start to just form up, and it's going to look very, very nice. As for over here, this is just a little shopping area that heads to the countryside. You know, just your little shopping area before you get into the housing area. Very similar actually to my town where I live. We have a little bit of we have like one road that sort of is the main road through the town where there's businesses. We got gas stations. We got a few restaurants. We got a Chinese restaurant. We got just a town diner area. Then we have just some businesses, package store, haircut place. So it's that type of vibe of like you have this area and then you head into the area where people live. Sort of just out with trees and stuff like that. So that's this area. Very excited about that. Meanwhile, over here in the main, oh my god, in the main city, we are running into a problem. So we're going to go through here and demolish all of the abandoned buildings in this area to sort of clean that area up. And as you can see, definitely a lack of workers, which is a problem. So definitely not something I want to sort of run into this early, for sure. But you know, it's sort of what we have to just deal with, I guess. And again, we're just going to start filling in this area with people. So obviously what this does is creates a not enough goods to sell issue eventually. So we need to sort of focus on getting an industrial area set up in this episode as well. Now, as for disaster response, set that up right there. Tsunami warning buoy. Earthquake detection. We'll set up some earthquake detectors that will really let us know, hey, there's an earthquake coming. So I believe this detector going here, just drop them around everywhere and really just try to make sure that we can detect there's an earthquake coming. So there's really high earthquake detecting coverage on our town now. I believe we are basically fully covered within our area. I think if I just drop one here, we can maybe cover a little bit further out, but we're good on that. Disaster services, we already have one of those. radio coverage. This here will let you know, hey, there's an earthquake coming, or hey, there's a problem. And we can sort of sort that out. So that's very, very helpful to have here as well. So we'll put some radio towers just sort of around. That sort of helps let your area know, hey guys, this is a problem we got coming now. So sort of put these around the area as well. Try to get coverage as much as possible for the, you know, potential issues that way people can know. The city's pretty well covered with it. Alright, let's see. Weather radar. We already have a building? We already have a weather radar somewhere? Okay. These here are secret little bunkers. We're not secret bunkers, but are bunkers. And this needs power as well. So we'll just drop that there, and hopefully that can power that up. Oh, all these things need power, bro? Oh my god. Bro, there's a massive fire out here. Don't we have fire department, bro? Where's the fire department, dude? Where you at? We have fire coverage out here, bro. Come on. Get to the scene, bro. I literally put you in the fire zone so you can, like, go put it out quickly, dude. All my glorious trees are being burnt to the ground. We're getting a fire helicopter and a police helicopter to go be in the area as well. As for these radio towers having power, we can easily solve that problem. Just using power lines like that. So that's not going to have power yet. That's not going to have power yet. They will have power eventually. So that should connect in. No, it does not. Just put it on it. Okay. So we're just gonna have ugly power lines going to all these radio towers at the moment. I think, you know, maybe eventually we will get them all to not need this, but at the moment it works. So, what is our issue here? Not having power. Okay, that's our issue here. So we can easily fix that again. Alright, so when it comes here now to destruction, these are all just abandoned houses we're destroying, or abandoned properties, basically. Meanwhile, out here the fire has been put out. Trees should hopefully regrow at some point. Meanwhile, when it comes to power lines here, again, fire coverage was initially very, very good in the city, but it definitely fell off recently. Now, we're getting close to the end of the episode, but I do need to ensure that we do have fire coverage out here, as this is a very, very important area in the city. That's basically where all the power, besides this area, comes from. Now, as for fire coverage down here, it's not brilliant. We can definitely do better with that. As for within this area, fire coverage is okay. Crime is not brilliant within this area, though. We definitely got a crime problem for some reason. Not really sure why, but we do. So now these areas don't have power, as they're not connected in. So the last thing before we wrap up the video is figuring out what we're gonna do with industry. And I think industry will sort of be something that gets added in up here. Definitely just kind of within the power section. Pretty much I think something like this. And then we get to our zoning of this area in with this, and I say we're doing really well. Because again, it's going to be connected within the power area. I mean, that's a given. The only major issue that I see with it is its road. That's this one little dirt road, and that's just not going to work, because that one little dirt road is going to bring all of the trucks to here. That's going to create a massive, massive issue. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to grab a large roundabout. Doesn't really matter. It's going to go here. I don't understand what's happening. So we do this. That just completely yeeted that. Alright, so now we can take this massive, massive, massive highway road, bring it through here, and that does that. Where the rest of this is just going to be your basic road through here. Now, the issue with that, we cannot connect this in to this part of the city, or that just becomes an absolute disaster, I think. We're going to try it there, but I think that just creates a big, big problem within our city if that gets connected in there. But again, we're going to try it in a couple different spots. And again, we're just going to check this out. Make sure that everything is good in this area. Which I think it should be absolutely fine. This area will become a shopping area and just your basic living area per usual. Per pretty much what we already have. That type of vibe. And I think that that's overall going to just be hilarious and great and all around amazing. I know I said hilarious, but this map's hilarious. It's great. I mean, look at it. So, the issue that I have now as we prepare to do this stuff here. So we can upgrade this to a pavement road from a little dirt road. But that's about it. So what that's going to do is that really is going to force everybody to go through this roundabout, which I'm already seeing something I don't like, and that's a bunch of the cars coming off this highway to go this way. So that's something we're going to have to take a look at later on. I think for the moment, it's good. This video's gone a little bit longer than I wanted it to already. But I do think we need to do just this little bit of management with the garbage, because there's going to be a bunch of new structures entering the city, new people, new everything, and I think that having the place that the garbage gets taken to set is going to be very, very key to the city. So getting garbage worked on, taken care of, all that stuff is very, very big right now. Just so we don't have to worry about that at the beginning of the next episode. And that's really what this is about. Wrapping up things at the end of this episode so we don't have to worry about them at the beginning of next episode. And that includes my desire to bring water to this massive, massive area here. I think this whole section will become very, very good. I just think we need to keep an eye on that traffic, that connecting traffic. Because I don't want trucks using basically these roads as their main entranceway. And we're seeing that right here. They're just piling up. And I mean, I don't know why they have to take that. They can't take the middle road, but I guess I haven't laid this out brilliant because this tower's here and a bunch of the stuff is sort of in the way. I mean, we have a massive amount of abandoned buildings. Basically, things that aren't residential is just becoming a problem. Now, out here, we have a similar problem with garbage just because there's no way that the people are going to be able to get their garbage trucks to go from way out in that other section. So I'm just going to need to do this, basically. Something that I don't really want to do, but and I feel out over here in the country area, we'll do just a couple of these in the countryside. Because again, I don't really want to have to do this, but I feel there's no other way. Because if you don't have a garbage treatment out here, the garbage is never getting picked up. So I just want to make sure that these trucks go and turn left when they leave. If they all go right, I'm going to be very annoyed. Because that means that I just put garbage things here that are going to go take care of that part of the city, which is not looking brilliant at the moment. But hopefully we'll get more people that want to move in. Again, I wish I could just get high demand and then we wouldn't have a problem. Like, that's a mod that I would want to use, is high, like, infinite demand and no abandoning, basically. So let's see these garbage trucks go left or right. They're going mix of both. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a mix of both. Because, I mean, I can't just say you all have to go to this area, but if there are some heading into the countryside area, that's what I want to see. Because we need to take care of this garbage out in this section, which is just a problem. So, that's good, I guess. I guess to wrap up, we're getting abandoned buildings in this area once again. They just don't have enough workers, basically. There's not enough goods to... Well, how is there not enough goods here, bro? Whatever. This road is a problem. I mean, there's so much stuff going that way for some reason. I mean, I guess it's just that there are a lot of people living out here. So it's a bit crowded. But either way, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you guys in the next one.